The Philippines is known for some of the most technically savvy singers in the world. But how do they compare with some of the most iconic singers from America? We shall find out.
We shall.
This video has been so requested. Be like Celine, yeah? Pocket Rocket!
Wow. Guys, wow. Oh my god, that is just ridiculous. She went from an E flat to an F.
Yeah.
Also,
Cherise,
it's only just a little bit, but still,
it's
wow.
tough. Cherise, well, I think something common is you're probably going to find. I haven't seen this comp or paid attention to it before because we hadn't even seen that this existed. You'll probably find out that a lot of the Filipino singers that end up doing covers of these songs because they've covered them for such a long time
They
and
have
so often
they have a little advantage.
they actually do higher versions a lot of the
Yes.
time or end up doing more vocal flares, which is fucking unbelievable. But yes, Cherise Pepemko, young Cherise, was like arguably one of the best technical singers to have ever lived. It's a fair comp.
Yeah,
It's
wow.
fair.
That's very close. Actually, she's got a cleaner tone to that.
Yeah, it was
Regine
Regine.
had a very freaking clear approach to that.
Yeah.
When you're talking about freaking vocal techniques, sometimes you hear the westernized version is a little bit dirtier in the way that they approach certain things. So like they would texturize it or put a growl into it, sort of bite into the note in other ways to sort of reach the note, because sometimes it's not impressive the notes that they're doing, but like the way that they got there. For the Filipinos, and I genuinely have grown to understand that sometimes it's not the texture, sometimes it's not how you interpret the song, it's just how well can you perform these things.
Yep.
And that's just like the clear
Best example of that.
example of it.
Yeah. This gets so
That's
covered.
so
already.
great though, like,
Wow.
yeah, and this is like not even, you know. Yes,
It's probably
very
one
nice.
of the most covered songs
It
in the
is.
Philippines of all time. She's gone.
I find that so impressive though,
Yeah.
because this song is canonically known for being incredibly impossible to perform.
So many
it's
people
and so many people just for a few drinks they feel like nailed.
And I mean, it's incredible because it's a guy singing the original.
Yes.
Which is insane for
G5, my God.
for a
G-sharp
geisha.
five.
It's like impossible. So you have a lot of girls covering this, but you also have a lot of lads in
You
the
have a lot of men
Philippines
doing it, yes.
covering this, especially rock singers. Whistling, yeah. Clarice. That's brilliant placing.
Okay, no, that's
Nice.
fantastic.
Next level
execution
placing.
of that. Her actual placing the note to begin with, because sometimes whistle notes are harder to place, like to actually bite into it, than they are to maintain on them. Of course, maintaining having a sustained whistle note is particularly difficult. The actual biting of it, I just find it so tricky and such a fickle little technique. And Clarice did it like
Perfectly.
at a drop of a hat.
I don't think she's ever been more famous now than
agree.
before. I think before she was just as skillful as she is now. But now, thanks to Pinoy Big Brother and then the other one, the other reality show, she's never been more famous.
I
so-
agree. Actually, she did that so well. Okay, Nina, I've never seen you do that again. Wow.
To be fair, I've never seen Nina even fucking do that before.
No, me neither. That's so impressive.
What the hell?
Wow.
all I've heard Nina do is what Nina's known for. I didn't know she was known for whistles.
I didn't know either.
You know,
That's actually so impressive.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
We've seen her live a lot of the time, or she goes live on Facebook and on YouTube, but I've never seen her do that shit.
No? Wow.
Easy.
Full fold. Diaphragm heavy. Everything just driven from the diaphragm. Oh,
Makes
yes,
sense.
okay.
Very good.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Jeez.
Fantastic, absolutely.
That's a brilliant.
Fabulous.
That's brilliant comparison. You know, like a
Fabulous.
good frame of reference with Whitney and Jaya. If you're looking at people from different parts of the world and seeing similar timbers and
I
similar
actually
work.
love this compilation. Has a really cool sort of like
Yeah.
framework going on, because sometimes stylistically you will see in other compilations that stylistically they don't match,
They
but
don't
like
really
the
work.
Filipino singers will be able to live up to the standard
Yep.
because you guys are, I don't know,
Well,
freaking
a lot of OPM artists are very adaptable. Yeah.
correct, but sometimes the frame to frame sort of comparison doesn't actually match vocal techniques. In this particular compilation, we got them pretty on par.
Yeah. Christina. Yeah, that's fair
Yeah,
too.
that's pretty good. I actually think Morissette is
Superior.
freer in her range. Yeah, I think
that's fair.
Morissette is freer on her accessibility of range. I think Christina sort of boxed herself really early in her career, and therefore the space for experimentation was cut short. The fact that she sounds like that today is also something that is mind-boggling, scientifically speaking.
Yeah.
And I think she will proceed to continue singing in that manner for a really long time after as well. But Morissette, because she's always been so open to experimentation, vocal experimentation, a lot of her capabilities and developed techniques sort of merged with that style of singing too. So she has like extra tools in her tool set, if you like.
Yeah. With Jonah, she's interesting because she could even do some like soft classical stuff.
Definitely.
And I think that was her first introduction into Jonah Lynn. But that's not a bad comparison actually between Mariah and Jonah, because they do have similar timbre sometimes. I think Katrina's probably more of an acrobat. Katrina Velarde is probably more of an acrobat than Jonah Lynn. But Jonah Lynn is immensely interesting because she's known for such refined technique, whilst Katrina, or someone who might be closer to Mariah, is a lot closer to the vocal acrobacy of the skill of singing.
I think it's because of Jonah's sort of like vocal technique, like the things that she has also learned and developed on her own time, sort of give her advantage to adapt to these styles too. So because if you do this is an anomaly for example, I'm not sure if she has, but if she has trained in classical singing, Western style, it's very difficult to transition into anything else, like say pop, say vocal acrobatics or belting techniques. They seem to be very different, and they are physically, they are completely different. So when you have a singer that's able to sort of model and shift between the two,
very impressive.
You have somebody whose natural ability is a little bit better.
But this is then the benefit of having a Sabnatinto, of having so many covers, GMA, Queendom.
And having an industry that's actually so encouraging for the original Filipino singers to sort of try to do things outside of their comfort zone.
It's the only industry in which you get some of the top tier singers of that country being so active week by week because of shows like ASAP and other shows in other networks.